What's up, Magical Misfits? Drew here. And today I just kind of want to talk about my thoughts on and kind of give my advice to anyone who is thinking about starting their own witchy or pagan YouTube channel. Mainly witchy, but a lot of times those two things go hand in hand, but regardless, a witchy channel. So obviously these are just my thoughts, my experiences, and my opinions, and you can find a ton more that may be better elsewhere, but here you go. So if you're interested in this kind of thing. So right off the bat, I want to discuss sort of monetization and the kind of career aspect of it, because while we're talking about a specific niche of YouTube, it's YouTube, and people are quite successful on this platform and not only make a decent living, but make lots and lots of money. Having said that, those channels are not witchcraft channels, right? They're like gaming channels and prank channels and technology channels and so on and so on and so on. There are so many the beauty channels. There are so many communities in YouTube. If you are looking to create a YouTube channel because you want to make a legitimate career out of it and make a living and support yourself and sustain a certain lifestyle off of it, witchcraft is probably not the right lane to jump into. Now, that doesn't mean that none of your content could be witchcraft related, but I do think it would have to be heavily supplemented with other more mainstream things. Because if you want to be large enough on this platform to make a career out of it, you are going to have to attract a lot of people, which means you're going to have mainstream content that is easily digested by the masses, basically, right? And witchcraft is kind of a niche. I'm not going to say it's impossible. There are certainly witchy YouTubers who have large numbers, but the majority of the witches on this platform do not. And even if they have large numbers, those numbers are still tiny compared to the people who are really making a career full-time. They're not doing any other job to supplement their income. Just fully a YouTube content creator. I mean, there are some that have several hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're doing good. But if that's what you're looking for, this video is not going to be helpful, I don't think. Because that's not why I'm on YouTube, and I don't have any experience of it. I would imagine you need to invest in really good camera and really good lighting and really good editing software, really learn how to edit and create cool thumbnails, and I don't know, figure out a way to have very attention-grabbing content, maybe? And don't get me wrong, I absolutely know that those people that have those subscribers, the vast majority of them, if not all of them, have worked really hard to get to where they are. I'm just saying there are probably a lot of things that go into that kind of success on YouTube. Analytics, the whole thing. Like, there's a lot that you need to take into account and learn about. Okay, so let's push that aside. If you're like the majority of, I think, the witchy community here on YouTube, you're not here, even if you monetize your channel, you're not here to make a career of YouTube. You're not here to fully sustain your lifestyle on YouTube. You may be trying to supplement or, get a little something for your time and energy, fine. But I don't think that most people are here for that reason. So let's talk more in that vein, the vein that I have a little more understanding of. My probably number one advice to anyone who is thinking that they want to start a channel, a witchy channel on YouTube, is to be authentic. Actually, my number one advice is just to turn the camera on and do it, because it's going to be awkward, uncomfortable, and it's not going to be a good video at first. It's just not. You're going to have to get into the swing of things, and the only way to do that is to practice and to do it. Even if you just make a few videos, I don't know how many, just several videos, and don't actually upload them. Just delete them and redo them later when you're better or whatever, just for practice. I mean, whatever you have to do. But in the beginning, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird and uncomfortable, and you will get better. So there's that. But I do suggest that you be authentic. And what I mean by this, I don't mean that you need to be transparent. You don't have to show everybody every piece of you. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, give some of yourself, your genuine personality, who you are in some way. Talk about the things that matter to you. People see authenticity, right? We see it, we recognize it. And there may be people who are on this platform who I'm not really crazy about their content. It just doesn't jive with me. I'm just not interested, but I still respect them because I see them and I see who they are, and they're not trying to be something that they aren't. They're just presenting themselves and what they have to offer authentically. And I appreciate that. And I will often be subscribed to them even if I don't watch their content regularly, which leads me to the fact that you can't please everybody. And not everybody is going to like your content. Just know that going in. Not everyone is going to like it. And that's okay. I mean, be honest with yourself. Out of all the witches on YouTube, do you watch all of them? And even the ones that you're subscribed to and that you watch regularly, do you watch every single video? Do you watch every single video all the way through? The answer is probably no to those questions. I know it is for me. I like what I like. And so I'm going to watch what I like. And that's just how it is. So there's no point in trying to figure out what everybody wants to see. The best way to go about making your content, creating your content, deciding what you want your content to be is to just go with what feels good for you, what you love, what you're passionate about, what you understand and know about, what you have to offer, and what fuels you. Because there are going to be other people who feel the same way, and they're going to find you and be attracted to you because you're being authentic, you're doing you, and they like what you're doing. Again, not everybody's going to like what you're doing, but that's okay. Being successful in your channel, what I mean is feeling good about what you're doing and how that looks and how others are responding to that. The best way to do that is to just be you and give what you have to give, whatever that looks like, instead of trying to figure out what other people want to see. One thing that I have done for my channel since the beginning is have running lists. I just have running lists of things that I'm really into or that I think I might want to talk about. I'll see someone's video and I'll jot down that I might want to do a VR to them at some point. I just have these running lists. And so if there's a day when I'm stuck and I'm like, what do I want to talk about this week? Because I just don't have anything, I'll go to my list. As a matter of fact, this video is a result of that list. I have many things on, I have several lists, but one of the things was talking to anyone who potentially wants to start their own witchy YouTube channel about my experience and my thoughts about it. So here we are. I really find that helpful, just to have a list of things that I'd love to talk about. That's the other thing. I do think that my success, if you will, with my channel is down to my authenticity, back to the authenticity, but I have a wide variety of interests, right? So my channel isn't just one thing. Yes, it's witchcraft, pagan content, but like I have videos where I show you around my studio. I have videos where I talk about my product because I have a business. I have videos where I talk about divination. I have videos where I do spell work. I have videos where I do how-tos. I make oils, do candle magic. I talk about herbs and crystals. I have a video up about basically about ghosts, about earthbounds and spirit visitation. I have a video up about sacred geometry. I have videos up about crystal gridding. Like I have a wide variety of interests, and I have a video up about Sith, self-identity through Ho'oponopono. I have a wide variety of interests and things that draw me in. And as a result, I share those on my channel. Like for instance, the sacred geometry video, on its surface, sacred geometry it's not inherently witchcraft, right? It doesn't scream witchcraft. But I mean, if you dig in a little bit, you can see magic there. But because I am passionate about it and it matters to me, I share that on my channel. I had a video where I talked about orgonite because it's something that I also feel kind of passionately about. Things that aren't necessarily inherently witchy or witchcraft related, but are in my practice, in my path, I share that with others. And again, not everybody's going to watch all of those videos, but I think that people appreciate that I am sharing bits of myself instead of just trying to be the witchiest witch on the block. Because witchcraft doesn't look, it looks different for everybody. So, that's another reason why if you want to start a channel, you should, because we would love to see your witchcraft. I hope I'm not talking in circles. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. Another thing I want to talk about is subscribers. So please do not get caught up in subscribers. First off, again, in the witchy sphere, we typically don't get into those huge numbers, you know, 20K, 30K, 40K. That's like, you're doing fabulous in the witchcraft community if you get that many subscribers. The majority are in the thousands somewhere or the hundreds, and that's okay. That doesn't, we are a small niche group for one. So there's that. But then there are people who aren't subscribed to your channel who watch your videos. And the vast majority of people who are subscribed to your channel don't watch your videos. They don't, not regularly anyway. This is true throughout YouTube, not just the witchy community. It is true as a whole in YouTube, period. That if you've got 100,000 subscribers, only thousands of those subscribers are watching your videos regularly. If you have, like I have nearly 3,000 subscribers, only 100, you know, 100, some, like if my videos get up into 300, that's the top end of normal for me. 300 views a video out of the 3,000. So like 10%, maybe 10% of your subscribers are actually watching your content regularly. I don't want that to be discouraging. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have had so many wonderful interactions with subscribers on my channel. And I've had them with people who regularly comment, but there'll just be this one odd comment, somebody who just either doesn't regularly comment or just popped in for that video. And it is just such a uplifting, wonderful thing, this interaction that we've had. It's such a positive, reinforcing, beautiful thing that they've given me through this little interaction. And again, sometimes those are people that are not even subscribed to my channel. They just appreciated that one video. Another thing, as far as subs go, again, a reason not to really pay attention. Like, again, I'm almost to 3,000 subscribers, I think. I'm like 2,700, I think. At any rate, I got on YouTube in late September, like the last week of September in 2017. And it took me 8 months to get to 100 subscribers. And then it took me 4 months to get to 200 subscribers. And then it just kind of snowballed after that. It went much more quickly after that, but it is unpredictable how that's going to happen. A good part of the reason why I did finally start to get subscribers was shout outs from larger content creators in the witchy community, you know, bringing attention to my channel and sending people there. And then once you get so many subscribers, YouTube will begin to suggest your videos and more people will see them and so on and so forth. I mean, there's a whole system that you could learn to play and figure out, you know, how to do the appropriate titles and hashtags and whatever. The only reason I even mention this at all is because, of course, we want subscribers. We want to interact with other people. Otherwise, why are we making these videos? And because, again, I know firsthand how wonderful those interactions can be. And I've made some wonderful friends or people who I just feel really fondly about as a result of starting this channel. I can't tell you how many beautiful people I have come into contact with because of this channel. If you're starting a channel and you want to you get your numbers up a little bit so you feel like you're not talking to yourself all the time. A good way to do that is to do VRs to other YouTuber content creators in the witchcraft community. Do tags that come out so that, you know, it brings people to your channel. It's a good way to get started and to also network, to meet people and to build connections and community. I mean, the gist of what I'm getting at here is if you feel like you want to create content, you want to be part of this, do it. Absolutely do it. The worst that can happen is you can feel like, I don't really like this, and you can stop and you can delete your channel and be done. Our community, for the most part, has very little drama. You're always going to find little pockets of drama anywhere you go because there's just people who like that, who are combative or, you know, whatever. But I find it very easy to avoid any kind of drama because I'm just not about that and not looking for it and I don't want any part of it. So I just don't get involved. It's just a wonderful thing and a wonderful way to participate in community. if you feel called to do that. I'm just trying to urge you not to be hung up on things like subscribers and, you know, the numbers of the views, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay. The people that are meant to find you are going to find you, and the people that you're meant to interact with and build community with, that's going to happen. And it can be a very wonderful, beautiful experience if you don't get caught up in things that aren't really important to what it is we're trying to do here, I guess is what I'm getting at. So if you want to start a channel, start a channel. Just do it. Be yourself. Give what it is you have to give. Know that it's not going to be for everybody, but that whoever it is for is going to find you. It'll happen. It may take time, but you'll get there if you're persistent and you really want it. That's basically it. If you want to create content, I welcome you to the community. Please create content. I want to watch. I want to see. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to stop because I really feel like this video has been all over the place. It's just like a spur of the moment. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble, guys. And until next time, much love and gratitude.